Much like a ball, very in thermodynamics, a black hole is a region of space that pulls everything and prevents anything from escaping, even light. The reason it is called a black hole is because it sucks up all the lights that hits its border and reflects nothing. Formed when an amply compact mass deforms space and time, a black hole has defined surface known as the event horizon, which marks the point of no return. Little is known about black hole, but several scientists in the history have developed their own theories about their properties and structures. Here is a list of 25 crazy facts about black hole. Black hole of facts time. Just as a clock runs a bit slower closer to C than level up on a space station, clock run really slow near black hole. It all has to do with gravity. They can be infinitely big, or so some theories state, but without a doubt, when it comes to something of this nature, there are scientists on both sides of the fence. The nearest black hole to the Earth is 1,600 light-years away. Our galaxy is covered in black hole, but the one most likely to destroy our measly planet is still well beyond our solar border. Stay away from the event horizon. The event horizon, as it is called in physics, is the border of the black hole. It is the point of no return. Before the point, you can still escape. After the point, not a chance. Center is massive black hole. At the center of the Milky Way galaxy, it is 30,000 light-years away and is over 30 billion times as massive as our Sun. Black holes eventually evaporates. Although common knowledge states that nothing can escape a black hole, at least one thing does: radiation. According to some scientists, as the black hole emit radiation, they are losing mass. This process has the potential to eventually kill the black hole. Black holes are not identifiably small. At some point, the collapsing core of black hole becomes even smaller than an atom or an electron, and it eventually reaches its Planck length, a quantum size limit that makes it barely measurable. Black holes are not funnel shaped, they are spheres. In most textbooks, you will probably see black holes that looks like funnels. This is because they are being illustrated from the perspective of gravity wells. In reality, they are more like spheres. Black hole spins. When the core of a star collapses, the star rotates faster and faster and becomes smaller and smaller. When it reaches the point where it does not have enough mass to become a black hole, it gets squeezed together to form a neutron star and continues to spin rapidly. Same applies to black holes. Even when the black hole shrinks down to Planck length, it continues to spin rapidly. Things get wild when they get near a black hole. Black hole, the capacity of distort space itself, and as they continue to spin, that distortion gets just a distort. It is an infinite regeneration of distortion. Getting near a black hole can kill you in horrible ways. Although it seems obvious, that a black hole is incompatible with life. Most people think they would just get crushed. This is not necessarily the case. You would most likely to stretch the death because whatever part of your body reaches the event horizon first will experience significantly more gravity. Black holes are not always black. Also, they were known for the blackness. As we said earlier, they actually do emit electromagnetic radiations. Black holes are not necessarily only destructive. Of course, in most circumstances, they probably would be, but there have been numerous theories, studies and suggestions put forth that black holes can actually be harnessed of things like power and space travel. Black holes can get really big. Although we just talked about how small they are, black holes get larger and larger as they collide with other black holes, allowing their size to increase with every collision. There are different kinds of black holes. Modern astronomers have shown the black holes actually comes in different variations. There are spinning black holes, electrical black holes, and spinning electrical black holes. The type of black holes depends on the amount of energy it puts out when it distorts space. It was not Albert Einstein that discovered black holes. Albert Einstein only reviewed the theory of black holes in 1916. Long before that, in 1783, a scientist named John Michael actually developed the theory after he wondered whether a gravitational force could be so strong that events like particles could not escape it. Black hole can be very dense. To have enough gravity to pull inner light into itself, black hole has to contain an incredible amount of mass in an extremely small space. This means that black holes must have a mass of about 10 to 30 billion times the mass of the Sun. Black holes are noisy. Okay, also the vacuum of the space does not really allow for sound waves. If you listen with special instrument, you would hear a crackly sound. When a black hole pulls something in, its event horizon superchanges the speed of particles close to the speed of light, which produces the sound. Nothing can escape the pull of black hole. Okay, that sounds obvious by this point, but we would like to introduce the caveat, unless it can move faster than the speed of light. Black holes might create elements that make life possible. Researchers say that black holes create elements as they break down matter into subatomic particles. Their particles have the ability to create elements heavier than helium, such as iron and carbon, as well as many others that are essential for formation of life. Black holes do not only swallow, but also spit. Black holes are best known for sucking up everything that gets near their event horizon. Once a mass gets into the black holes, it gets squeezed so hard that its even individual components become compressed and eventually break down into subatomic particles. Some scientists theorize that the matter is then injected in a phenomenon known as the white hole. Any matter can become a black hole. Technically speaking, stars are not the only things that can become black holes. If your car keys were shrunk down and an infinitely small points and still retained all of the mass, their density would reach the astronomical levels, which would make the force of gravity strong. The war of physics breaks down at the center of black hole. According to theories, matter within a black hole is crushed to infinite density and escape the time cheese to exit. When this happens, the laws of physics break down because it is not really humanly possible to conceive of anything with zero volume and infinite density. There is no tunnel at the center of a black hole. As we said earlier, contrary to the popular belief that there is a tunnel in the middle of every black hole, all that exists at the center of the black hole is a massive amount of matter compressed infinitely. Black hole determine the number of stars. According to some scientists, the number of stars in the universe is limited by the number of black holes. This is due to the way they affect gas clouds, elements formation within the parts of universe known to produce new stars.